Well, hey now, welcome to Fitz's Electric Bar. I am in Arisugawa Park, which is near Hiro Station in Tokyo, and I am doing my intro video of what will be a few videos of my time here in Tokyo and Japan as well. So I just want to explain a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm going to create a few, or a couple, two, three videos that are very specific around the vinyl community theme of buying records and buying records in Japan. I did a lot of shopping in Tokyo and bought, I don't know, 30 or so records so far. And my visit is not over yet, so we will look at all of that. And I'm also going to do one or two videos about listening bars. Many of you know about Jazz Kiseten, listening bars, vinyl record bars. These are places where you go where the respect for the music and asking people to talk quietly it predominates, and it's a great love of the music and vinyl and things like that. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about some of those listening bars. I did not go in and videotape in the bars because it felt a bit intrusive, but I'll share with you some of my experiences, some of the things that I really enjoyed about those places, the atmosphere, the music that was played, all that kind of stuff. And I'm also going to do a video that is going to be about traveling in Japan. So at least a few videos. I understand that this is a vinyl community channel and therefore not necessarily something that everybody's going to want. So I've kind of separated that out from the vinyl part. So a little bit of background on me and my time here. So in 1990, I decided to come to Japan. It was kind of just around the time of the bubble, or just the post-bubble. For those of you who know, it was Japan had gone through a massive economic growth period, and then there was the so-called bubble bursting, and that's when the economy contracted and they went through a lot of challenges. So a lot of the things like money for language schools or clubs, golf memberships, and things like that kind of fell off the edge, as it were. But I was lucky enough to come here and find a job in Tokyo teaching. And for about 3.5 years, I was an English teacher here. And I had the great fortune of working for a pretty large Western company that paid me directly and was able to make some pretty good money. And that allowed me time to travel and experience the country, and had a great experience. And I met a fellow that I'll loop back on in this video, or in one of the videos, Simon, a Canadian guy who ended up marrying an Australian woman and living in Australia. But he and I became great friends, went off and enjoyed a lot of the clubs, listening bars, and just hanging out together. Very much a kindred spirit, and we've maintained a strong friendship ever since. And he's come over a couple times in the last 6 years when I've been here, and we've gone off and had adventures together, which has been awesome. So he'll be featured prominently in some of these videos, especially the Tokyo one and Hakone one. So again, back to my story. So in 1990, I left Toronto and I came to Japan. I lived in an area of Tokyo which is now like almost non-existent. It was called Shitamachi. It was the old downtown. So this is an area that survived I guess the great earthquake, Kanto earthquake, I believe it was called, in the 1920s or 30s, where most of Tokyo was razed. And so it was old wooden structures, narrow, windy streets, just a fascinating area of Japan. It's undergone a complete transformation. It's now become very modern. The Sky Tree, I believe it's called, has been put into that area, and it's just a completely different area. I can't even find where I used to live. It's all been torn down and replaced by some more modern buildings. So I was here from 90 to 94. Met my wife here, Japanese, and we moved to Vancouver after traveling through Asia. We came to Vancouver in 1995 and have lived in Vancouver ever since. My wife comes back here, has been coming back here pretty regularly, like once a year, and has friends, obviously, and it's nice for her to return in terms of food, culture, and everything. And I've been working to come back with her more often, so my hope is to come back every year or two, and maybe even more frequently than that. So we came here 3 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago. Simon came over and we had a great hangout here in Tokyo, and then we went to Hakone and More on that in other videos. That's my intro for now. Again, I will be doing some multi-thematic videos to follow. Thanks very much. Carpe diem.